Awesome. Okay, good evening, parents and families. My name is Carlos Rivera. I'm your family engagement liaison for Brandenburg, Hardin, and Daniel Intermediate. Buenas noches, padres y familias. Yo soy Carlos Rivera. Soy su enlace de compromiso familiar para las escuelas Daniel, Hardin, y Brandenburg. Tonight, we will be talking or sharing with you about number talks, building fluency and communication through mathematics. Esta noche vamos a estar hablando con ustedes acerca de charlas numéricas, desarrollando la fluidez y la comunicación a través de las matemáticas. And before we start, we want to remind you about some or our online learning reminders. And we would like for you to find a quiet place and limit background noise. Be positive and respectful when communicating. Turn off video on to speak and turn off to save bandwidth. And mute your mic when not speaking. And use the chat to share ideas. Esta noche, antes de comenzar, tenemos un recordatorio de aprendizaje en línea. Queremos dejarles saber que encuentre un lugar tranquilo y limite el ruido de fondo. Le queremos solicitar que sea positivo y respetuoso al comunicarse. Prenda y apague el video para hablar para ahorrar la banda de internet y silenciar su micrófono cuando no esté hablando y utilizar la función del chat para compartir tus ideas. Also, in the chat, I have included the attendance form and a session feedback form. En la función del chat he incluido la función, una hoja para la asistencia, donde usted va a poder llenar su nombre, la escuela donde van sus hijos, y también he añadido un enlace para comentarios de la sesión. So, si usted puede, por favor, tome este momento ahí en el área del chat para que usted pueda llenar la asistencia y este comentario de sesión lo puede hacer al final. So please take about a minute to access the chat and complete the attendance, please. Thank you.
Yuji, ¿dijo el nombre de tus hijos o tu? Ya no me acuerdo.
Ok, padres, queremos solicitarle que mantenga el video y la cámara apagada y solamente la prenda cuando hagamos alguna pregunta o si usted tiene alguna duda, por favor. Gracias.
Gracias.
Oiga, tengo una pregunta.
Ok, dígame.
Si yo estoy nomás solo, ¿pongo el nombre de mi mamá y después pongo el mío? ¿O pongo mis dos nombres? Donde dice los padres y después los hijos.
Ponga el nombre del padre y después el nombre de los hijos.
Ok.
Ok. Ok.
Gracias.
The question is that apparently there are students that are on their own and they were asking if they put the parent's name and student's name. And I said, please, if you could help us and just complete the entire form, put your parent's name. Hopefully parents are also listening. Some might have stepped away for a minute or two, but I'm hoping that they can join us. Okay. Okay, so we are going to skip the icebreaker because I don't think we have many parents connected yet. If anything else, we may come back to it later on. But I want to share the learning outcomes. Quiero compartir con ustedes los resultados del aprendizaje. And tonight, the learning outcomes are understanding what number fluency means and gaining strategies, including number talks to develop my child's number fluency. Los resultados del aprendizaje para esta noche son entender qué significa fluidez numérica y generar estrategias que incluyen conversaciones numéricas para desarrollar la fluidez numérica de mi hijo. And tonight with us, I'm sorry, I have one more. And also learning about types of communications at all age levels and strategies to help communication. Aprender sobre los tipos de comunicación en todos los niveles de edad y estrategias para ayudar a la comunicación. And tonight with us, we have our teacher specialist. We have Miss Amber Hollins Johnson, teacher specialist at Hardin Intermediate. Hello, Miss Hollins. And we also have Miss Elena Bacum, teacher specialist at Brandenburg Intermediate.
Yeah, I'm at Daniel, actually. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Miss Hollins is at Daniel. I should know that.
Yeah,
I
no, that's
apologize for
fine.
that.
That's
So I'll
fine.
turn
Thank
it
you.
over to Miss Hollins, and she will continue with us throughout the night.
Okay. Hello, parents. Just want to let you know that a number of fluency, as you know, you probably already know, is very important in daily life. You guys, you can practice with your students in many ways. Mr. Rivera, you're translating, right?
Yes, let me just go ahead and translate that. Padres, saludos. Solamente quiero recordarles que la fluidez numérica es bien importante porque usted la va a utilizar en todos los aspectos de la vida.
Okay. So if you just make sure that they know that math can be, you can relate math to everyday life, even if they go shopping with you. They can practice adding, subtracting decimals, just you know, just if you want to, like, if you have a budget, if you want to say you only want to spend, you know, $50, get them to estimate how much each item costs and estimate to see if they can get close or under the budget. They can practice also getting change, like, you know, finding out like how much money you'll receive back. That's another way you can practice adding or subtracting.
Okay.
And okay.
Sí, queremos recordarle que la matemática es bien importante. Que la matemática usted la va a utilizar si usted va de compras, si usted va a hacer un presupuesto, si usted necesita saber con cuánto dinero usted cuenta, cómo andan las cuentas en la casa, todo se relaciona a las matemáticas. Es bien importante que esta comunicación y fluidez numérica esté siempre presente.
Okay, and so like for 6th grade, for example, it's a skill that they have to learn where they find the unit rate of an object. So for example, if you're going to the store and you want to compare how much like a 12-pack of Coke costs at one store compared to another store, they would have to find the unit rate. So they will have to divide by finding out how much does one Coke cost. That's a good way to find out the better deal. So they can help you save money that way, and they'll practice their math as well.
Ok, so por ejemplo, si usted quiere comprar un 12 de soda, usted puede hacer la comparación por unidad. Por ejemplo, si trae 12, usted puede sacar el precio de cuál va a ser más barato en una tienda o en otra. Si usted lo divide y lo saca por unidad y compara el precio por una soda en comparación a 12, y así usted va a poder tener un precio completo de dónde le va a salir más barato comprar la soda, si en este lugar o en otro lugar.
Another way that you can practice math with your child at home is if you're cooking, you can practice with measurement. They can learn how to, because in 5th and 6th grade, they convert units in the customary system for measurement. So they can practice that way by making cakes or doing whatever you can, whenever you're measuring something. They can practice adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. So that's another way that they can practice at home.
También en la casa pueden tener práctica al sumar o restar fracciones, números combinados. Por ejemplo, si usted va a hacer un pastel, usted va a tomar medidas, una taza de medida, y ahí usted puede tener la medida por unidad, y usted puede sumar esas unidades para saber cuánta cantidad tiene de cada ingrediente y así usted puede mantener la fluidez numérica en su hogar.
Okay, so those are just a few ways that you can make math relevant to everyday life and to just get them to practice so they can understand the importance of it. As far as fluency, if you can have them practice their multiplication facts as much as possible, as well as division, that's really, really helpful. If you don't have flashcards at home, you can buy some at like the dollar store, but if you don't want to buy any, you can make flashcards just by cutting up paper. If you have index cards, you can use those, or you can cut paper into fours and put the multiplication on the front and the answer on the back, and then just practice with them or make a game out of it.
Ok, so por ejemplo en la casa usted puede crear unas tarjetas con papel, los factores de multiplicación y son muy buenos para que los niños tengan práctica y fluidez en la matemática y usted puede practicarle la multiplicación. Eso es muy importante, quizás si tiene algunas tarjetitas o usted puede encontrar en la tienda del dólar, quizás en algunas tiendas, estas tarjetas de multiplicación y división, de suma y resta. Esto va a ayudar a sus estudiantes a mantener la fluidez en la matemática.
Okay, or if you're driving in the car, you're driving, here and there, you can call out multiplication facts or call out addition facts or subtraction or just whatever your child needs extra practice in, and just while you're driving, and it's another way to practice.
También otra forma de practicar es mientras usted va manejando. Por favor, concéntrese en la carretera, pero usted puede explicarle o preguntarle las tablas de multiplicar o repasar lo que su hijo aprendió también en la escuela mientras ustedes van en el auto.
And then also, if they want to practice on the computer, it's a lot of different free multiplication games. I know for a fact, it's a website called multiplication.com. It has a lot of fun little silly games that they can play. The kids like it, but they're practicing their facts as well.
También hay un sinnúmero de aplicaciones o plataformas en el Internet donde los niños, usted puede tener acceso para que los niños practiquen la matemática y también les recomendamos que usted lo haga porque le va a ayudar a sus hijos, a sus estudiantes a mantener la fluidez y la práctica de las matemáticas.
Okay. And then if in other ways, especially for sixth grade, fifth and sixth grade, but definitely for sixth grade, you can have them practice the long division. Fifth and sixth grade, have them practice their long division, where they're dividing whole numbers or decimals. And so that's something else that students struggle with, but that's a skill they already should have by the time they get to at least sixth grade. But some of them do struggle, so have them practice as much as possible. You can just make up the numbers yourself, or they can make the numbers up and they can just practice.
También usted puede ayudar a sus estudiantes a practicar. Usted puede crear también ese problema de matemáticas y ahí su estudiante puede trabajar resolviendo problemas largos, problemas que tienen más de están compuestos de diferentes opciones o alternativas. Usted le puede ayudar también al crear esos problemas y así ellos pueden practicar también.
Okay, I know I mentioned a lot of different ways that you can practice at home. Does anybody have any questions or anything that I mentioned?
Ok, queremos abrir este tiempo para si usted tiene alguna pregunta, alguna duda. Este es el momento. Usted ahí solamente aprieta el botón de su micrófono y podemos ayudarle. Ok, Miss Rosa, señora Rosa.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you. Yes.
Okay. I was asking on my son, he's working on fractions right now. Adding and subtracting. I do not understand it one bit. I've had a lot of examples, but I still don't understand it. So I was having issues with that. So where could I go, or what could I do, or?
Well, it's a lot of different websites that you can practice, and you can actually watch the videos. Khan Academy. I don't know if you heard of Khan Academy before.
No.
That's one website that you can maybe watch the video with him.
CON?
KHAN.
Okay, let me let me
I
translate the
think Miss
question.
Martin. Oh, okay.
Let me translate the question. Okay, la señora Rosa está preguntando que su hijo está representando problemas con las fracciones y que ella no entiende muy bien este proceso de las fracciones para poder ayudarle a él. Entonces ella está pidiendo ayuda que ella puede hacer. Miss Holland le está recomendando unas páginas de internet, unas plataformas de internet que proveen ayuda y la que hemos mencionado hasta el momento es una de Khan Academy, que es Khan y Academy como si fuera academia, pero en inglés, Academy, Khan Academy. Es un sitio muy bueno en el internet donde el niño puede tener su práctica. Go ahead, Miss Hollins.
Okay, yeah,
Johnson.
go ahead.
Before you go on, I posted in the chat the ones that you mentioned. So the multiplication.com, the link is posted there, and also the Khan Academy. There's another one for practicing fluency that the parents can download for free, and that's the extra math. And some of your students may already have access because their teacher may use that extra math too as well.
Yes,
Thank you, Ms. Bacum. Ms. Bacum, nuestra especialista de maestra, nos está diciendo que en la función del chat, ahí ella ha incluido varios programas de internet donde los estudiantes pueden entrar y los padres pueden entrar también para buscar las ayudas necesarias porque ahí le dan, es gratis y le dan prácticas en diferentes temas de matemática como fracciones, multiplicación, en todas las áreas de matemática y ahí ellos pueden practicar. La información está en el chat.
Okay, but back to the parent that had the question about the adding, subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. If you go to Khan Academy, it's free, and if you search adding, subtracting fractions with unlike denominators, you'll come. Several videos will come up where you and your child you can watch together. Like I said before, it'll give you practice problems. Another option is TeacherTube. It's just like YouTube, but it's called TeacherTube, and it's like tons and tons of teachers all over the country have created videos, and they just are literally just teaching whatever the skill is, and so you might find one that is going to explain even further how to add and subtract fractions.
También hay otra plataforma, también otro programa de internet, como si fuera el YouTube, pero este es TeacherTube, de maestros. Entonces ahí usted puede encontrar también ayuda porque los maestros ahí explican los diferentes temas de las matemáticas y cómo resolver los problemas. Se llama TeacherTube. Y are we placing that one in the chat also? Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. Y
I'll do
también
that.
vamos a poner el nombre de del maestro en la función del chat para que también usted ahí pueda escribir o tener la información.
Okay, Ms. Rosa, I believe this one asked a question. Does that help at all?
Yes,
Does it get you started?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
yes.
One
Thank
more
you
thing
so
to
much.
add there, I would encourage you to reach out to your child's teacher because they may have some videos that they could post for you that they record in class. So that way you could actually get the best of both worlds is you can see how the teacher is teaching it and that way you can replicate that at home.
También la señora Bacon está recomendando que usted se contacte con el maestro de su estudiante porque de esta forma ellos pueden tener también videos ya pregrabados que pueden estar accesibles para ayudarle a usted. Entonces usted tendría lo mejor de dos mundos, tendría la información que está enseñando el maestro y también tendría estos otros programas también para su disposición.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions?
¿Alguna otra pregunta hasta el momento?
Okay. No.
For me, that's good right there. I mean, I can look up and search for what I need. I do appreciate it because
Okay.
I do ask the teachers, but It's basically all internet. Nothing. They don't show me. That's
Gotcha.
they just tell me go here, do this, do this. That's it. What I really wanted was somebody to show me how to do it. That was it.
Okay,
But I'll search. Yeah.
okay, okay. Is your child virtual, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, virtual, okay. Um, which school?
Daniel.
Daniel, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm at Daniel. Okay, I was gonna ask because also we are working a schedule so that the students who need the extra help, they can work in small groups. So I don't know if your child has been able to attend the small group sessions
Yes.
with the teacher. So that's another way that they can get that extra help. Um,
Well, he's in resource.
okay,
And my child, he's in resource. He has special. I don't know how to call it. Like,
okay. I understand, but he's working with a teacher on that for himself too. So it's gonna take time. This is new
Yes.
for them, and so
Yes.
just be patient with him, and he'll
Yes.
learn. It's gonna take some time, but he'll get it.
Yeah, I know. Everything's new. Everything's new for everybody.
Yes.
So
But
with all
for
this
adding,
going on,
yes, it is. But for adding,
I've been very patient. So yeah.
yes, but for adding and subtracting fractions, of course, of course, foundation skills are important for anything, but make sure he knows his multiplication facts. It's going to help him with the adding and subtracting fractions because he has
Yes.
to use his multiplication facts for the unlike denominators
Yes.
to find the common denominator. So make sure he's practicing.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. Do you want me to go straight to the problem that's coming up? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to expand on it?
Yeah, make sure you're sharing your screen. We don't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not seeing my screen?
No.
I can see it.
Okay, let me stop
can see
sharing
you.
and share it again. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm on my phone, so maybe that's what it is.
Okay. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to take this? Okay. So
Yes.
parents, let's think about how to solve this mentally without any paper, pencil. Give you about 30 seconds to see if we can solve it mentally.
Padre, vamos a ver si podemos resolver este problema de forma mental, solamente mentalmente, sin usar papel o lápiz.
Okay. So as your students are, as your children are doing math, just being comfortable with the numbers is very important. It's different ways to look at this problem. They could round it.
Oiga, yo ya sé
Mm.
la answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I already know the answer.
Oh, okay. Is this a child?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. How did you solve it? Did you solve it mentally though? Using compatible
Yes,
numbers? With the round?
I added it. I was mentally.
You did it mentally? Okay.
Mhm.
How did you do it?
So first, I added 36. And then plus 20 plus 26, and it gave me well, in my mind it gave me 64.
You said 36 or 38?
38 plus 26.
Okay.
In my
How
mind
did
gave
you,
me
in your
64.
mind? Okay. Because another way you could have done is you could round 38 to 40 and then 26 to 30,
Okay.
right?
Estamos compartiendo con uno de los estudiantes que está hablando también, y el estudiante mencionó que en su mente él pudo completar la ecuación de matemáticas y a 64, y la maestra Holling está diciéndole que también él puede redondear el 38 a 40 y el 26 a 30. Okay.
And then you round them, and then you add that. So when you round 38, you round it to 40, and then 26 to 30. So what's 40 plus 30? Anybody?
Si redondeamos el 38 a 40 y el 26 a 30, ¿cuánto es 40 más 30? Alguien que me pueda decir.
70.
Right, but then of course we went 2 over and 4 over, 2 over from 38 to 40, and then 4 over from 30 to 26 to 30. So then the 4 plus the 2 is what?
Entonces,
6, right?
si lo redondeamos y hacemos la suma, entonces nos fuimos 6 dígitos más arriba. Entonces, esos 6, ¿qué tenemos que hacer con esos 6?
Then you subtract the 70 from 6, and that's how you get 64. That's one way to do it mentally.
Entonces, a 70 le restamos 6 y ahí tenemos la solución del problema, que sería 64.
Okay. And then always the power of 10 is good. Just trying to get, see how many 10s you can get out of all of it.
That's the way I did it. I did the 10. So I did 38, I did 30. And then the 26 is 20. So I did 20 plus 30 is 50 plus 14 because I added the 8 and the 6.
La maestra Baca nos está diciendo que ella sumó 30 más 20, le dio 50, y luego sumó 8 más 6, le dio 14, y luego sumó 50 más 14 y le dio la respuesta de 64.
So just if you can practice maybe with your kids, like just giving them different problems like that, just make it up, and so they can be more comfortable with the numbers and give in different methods to solve, so it's easier for them to solve.
La meta que queremos lograr es que usted le dé problemas de matemáticas a sus hijos, hable con ellos de forma matemática, para que ellos entonces se relacionen más, se familiaricen mejor con los números y así entonces adquieran la fluidez. Okay, so let's watch a small video. It's about a 2-minute video or 3-minute video. Vamos a ver un pequeño video de 2 o 3 minutos.
Are you guys ready for some number talks?
Yeah. ¿Todos pueden
All right, here we
escuchar?
go.
Can you
Here's your
hear
first
the video?
problem.
48.
I see some agrees. Anybody come up with a different answer than 48?
I came up with 49.
49, okay. Any other answers other than 48 and 49? Okay, we have 2 answers now, so what we're going to do is we're going to justify our thinking, okay? So that we can choose one of these answers or come up with a different answer. Okay, so I'm going to go back to you. I want you to talk me through your thinking.
39, so it would be 40, and then you have 8 left.
So you partition this number with 1 and 8, and you move the 1 over here. So you're telling me that 39 and 1 more makes what?
8. 40.
Good. Okay, keep going with your thinking.
And then you have 8 left, right?
And 40 plus 8 is?
48.
Good job. Very good thinking. So you made a friendly number to solve that problem. That's great. Anybody use a different strategy to solve 39 plus 9?
39 plus 10 equals 49.
Ooh.
But we weren't doing 10, so I did 39 plus 10, and then I subtracted 1 and got 48.
Good job, Caitlin. Did you guys see what she did? She said that she pictured this 9 as a 10 because it's very close, right? And adding 10 is always something
I apologize for that.
that's very easy for us, right? And she said that 39 plus 10 more makes 48. And then she went back, and since it wasn't 10, it was 9. She took 1 away and got 48. So we know now that 39 plus 9 is 48. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Use that to help you solve this next problem. Here we go.
57.
Okay. I see some agrees. Did anybody come up with a different answer? Okay. All right. Talk me through your thinking then.
So I added 1 to the 39 to make it 40.
From 18.
Yes, and I added the 40 to 10 to the 30 to make it 30, make it 40, and I added that 1 to make that 50, and so I had 7.
Because if you have 1 in the other part of 18, 1 in what? 18 have left?
17.
Yeah. So now I know that I have this much more to add. So 40, what'd you
And
do?
then I added that 10 to the 30.
The 10 from the 17?
Yeah, to get to the 40. And so I got 50 from there. Then I added the 7 so that I could get 57.
Great job. Excellent thinking. Very good. You did something different.
39.
Mhm.
Then I did 39 plus 10.
Okay. The 10 from the 18.
I did 39 plus 10.
Uh-huh.
But that gave me 49 because I had used one of them because it was 9, not it was 39, not 40. So I had used one to make the 40, and then I got the 8.
Yep.
I added one of them to make the 40 to a 50, and then I had 7 left.
Okay, so you even broke that number into 1 and 7, and you added 1 to make 50, and then what did you have left?
7.
Wow.
That's amazing.
You are really thinking flexibly about numbers. That's a great job.
I'm learning about this. So, like, we break up both numbers into their number sentences.
Explain that to me. Talk me through that.
So it's like 30 plus 9 for the 39, and then 10 plus 8 for 18. And then all we do is add the 10s together
Okay.
and the
Which would be how much?
40, and then we add the ones together. 17.
Good. And then what do you know about 40 plus 17?
That I could just add the next 10, and then I had 7 more, so then I knew it was 57.
Good job. Very good. Give yourselves a pat on the back. That is some awesome thinking. Your brains are now warmed up for problem solving, aren't they?
Okay. And then I would like to ask Ms. Hollins or Ms. Baucom to expand a little bit on the video to explain a little bit to the parents.
Unfortunately, I didn't see the video at all. So Ms. Baucom, if you did, that would be fabulous.
Okay, so in the video, you got to see the variety of ways that the kids were to solve the actual problem mentally.
En el
So you
video,
saw,
usted pudo ver una variedad de formas cómo los estudiantes pueden completar un problema de matemática.
and then you can see where they each got a chance to share their thought process of solving the actual process. And that way it benefits other kids to see and hear other kids thinking.
Y usted pudo ver también cómo los niños utilizaban su pensamiento crítico y su pensamiento, proceso de pensar y de completar el ejercicio en su mente y expresar su opinión para el beneficio de otros estudiantes.
So this will be a good way that you, even at home, you could kind of play and challenge each other to think about different ways to solve problems.
Y esto es una buena forma también en la casa. Usted puede hablar con sus hijos y animarles a completar problemas matemáticos en su mente para así ellos adquirir la fluidez. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, success in communication depends on. El éxito en la comunicación depende de the ability to listen, not only to what is being said, but to what is not being said. La habilidad de escuchar no solo lo que se dice, sino lo que no se menciona. The ability to communicate ideas, feelings, and emotions in a non-threatening way. La habilidad de comunicar ideas, sentimientos y emociones de una manera segura. And the ability to accept and understand another's feelings. La habilidad de aceptar y entender los sentimientos de los demás. Okay? So how will family communication help build daily communication skills in math or any other subject for children? ¿Cómo ayudará la comunicación familiar a desarrollar habilidades de comunicación diaria en matemáticas o cualquier otra materia para niños? Vamos a ver, let's see. ¿Quién me puede decir un comentario o cómo puede ayudar la comunicación familiar a desarrollar habilidades de comunicación diaria en matemáticas? Let's see. ¿Tengo algún voluntario? Do I have a volunteer? Okay.
Talking to them every day, practicing with them every day.
Okay. Hablando con ellos todos los días, practicando con ellos todos los días. Okay. ¿Alguien más? Someone else.
By doing the multiplication tables and division tables.
Okay, good job. Al hacer las tablas de multiplicación y de división con sus estudiantes. Okay. Do I have someone else? ¿Alguien más? Okay. Okay, so it's your turn. So let's solve mentally. Vamos a resolver este problema mentalmente y explique su forma de pensar and explain your thinking. Okay, vamos a ver. Tenemos 53 más 29. We have 53 plus 29. It's your turn, parents, to try to solve this mentally. And let's see who comes up with the answer and your reasoning, your steps that you took to answer this problem. Vamos a ver. Ahora, padre, le toca a ustedes resolver este problema y quiero que me digan qué proceso lógico utilizó para resolver el problema. So let's take about 2 minutes to solve this problem. Vamos a tomar como 2 minutos para resolver el problema.
Unos minutos para resolver el problema.
Hable con sus estudiantes, talk to your children, talk to them about how to resolve this problem and see what ideas they give you or you guys can come up together. A ver qué ideas pueden tener los dos, usted hablando con sus estudiantes, a ver cómo pueden resolver el problema. Okay, ¿tengo algún voluntario? Do I have a volunteer? And once again, parents, I would like to remind you that there's no right or wrong answer. We encourage your participation, and you don't have to feel afraid or no one's going to make fun of you or anything. We want you to participate, okay? Padres, nuevamente, no hay respuesta correcta o incorrecta. Queremos que usted participe, nadie va a burlarse de usted. Aquí estamos con mucho respeto. Dígame.
So, mentality, resolver mente. That explain your thinking. So I got in late, I just got in, but
Okay.
I see it about math, and I'm wondering if some of the students, I don't know if this is my school.
Okay.
It is done. It was on your newsletter.
Okay, yes, so this is a presentation about number talks. We're talking to the parents about math fluency. And right now we're working on solving a problem, just solving the problem in our minds, just mentally solving the problem. And we were giving the parents 2 minutes to solve the problem and let us know what strategies they come up with to solve the problem. So, ¿tengo algún voluntario?
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Backham or Ms. Hollins, what strategies can parents use to solve this problem?
And so for me, it's always the factors of 10. So I did, so the 53, I said that's 50. And then the 29, I made that 20. And so 50 plus 20 is 70. And then I had what my ones are left over is 3 plus 9, which is 12. So 70 plus 12 is 82.
Ok, la señora Baca nos está diciendo que para ella la mejor forma de resolver el problema es sumar 50 más 20 y le lleva a 70 y luego suma 3 más 9 le lleva a 12 y luego suma 70 más 12 y le lleva a el resultado que es 82. ¿Alguien tiene alguna estrategia diferente? Ok, no hay problema. Ok. Ok, so let's reflect on learning. Vamos a reflexionar sobre el aprendizaje. Okay, so what is the purpose of number talks and number fluency? Let's see, do I have a volunteer? What could be the purpose of number talks and number fluency? ¿Cuál sería el propósito de estas conversaciones numéricas?
You guys answered the question earlier when we were talking about different ways to make it relevant.
Hablamos de esto al principio un poco, ¿verdad? Acerca de las matemáticas, porque es importante. Why is it important to have this conversation about numbers and fluency? ¿Por qué será importante?
Porque todo el mundo se basa en puros números.
Okay, because everything revolves around numbers, right? Okay, todo se envuelve en números. Okay, good job. Muy buena contestación. Ajá.
Pues para cualquier cosa necesitas contar, necesitas, you have to be, if you're going to apply to in a job or everything, it's resolved in numbers, everything. You go to, you want to become a teacher, you have to know your multiplication tables. If you want to be a doctor, there's always numbers as well there. If you want to be a scientist, that's another thing. It resolves in numbers, everything around the world. You have to learn how to count money, adding, anything. How many ounces does the cup have? It's numbers everywhere.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
It's important because you need to know how to divide and multiply or subtract and add. So like if you're gonna like about like decimals or like a word problem, you need to know division, multiplying, subtracting, and adding.
All right, thank you. That was one of our students. Ese fue uno de nuestros estudiantes. Nos está
Even
diciendo.
if you wanna cook, you have to measure. So there you go, numbers again, adding and subtracting. So.
Okay, so that takes us to the next question about reflecting. It says, how can you introduce or implement number talks in your home? Eso nos lleva a la segunda pregunta. ¿Cómo puede usted introducir o implementar conversaciones numéricas en su hogar? Let's see. Do I have a volunteer?
Cocinando.
Cooking, all right. Cooking, cocinando. ¿Alguien más?
You want to say measuring?
I'm sorry?
Measuring.
Measuring, okay. Measuring, so if you're cooking, you need a measuring cup, right? If you're making a cake, you need to measure the flour and the ingredients. Okay, good job. ¿Alguien más? Okay, so let's look at number 3. What do I want my conversations to look and sound like with my family and child. ¿Cómo quiero que se vean y suenen mis conversaciones con mi familia y mi hijo? Si lo vamos a aplicar, if we're going to apply that to math, how do we want those conversations to look like or to sound like? Si lo vamos a aplicar a la matemática, ¿cómo queremos que nuestras conversaciones sean?
Maybe
Pues,
playing with them.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Maybe playing with them, like counting, doing a game.
Okay.
Singing with
Okay.
numbers and fractions, addition. I don't know. While you're
Okay.
taking a shower.
Those are
All
all
right.
great ideas.
Yes, muy buenas ideas, ¿verdad? Cantando con ellos o hablando acerca de lo que esté ocurriendo en el momento, ¿verdad? Introducir la matemática. But how about if we go to the grocery, we go buy groceries? You think it'd be a good idea if we ask our children, our students, how much you think that the total is going to be, right? Or how much can they round that price to? Or how much
Yes.
the tax will be, right? Quizás yendo al mercado, usted le puede preguntar a su estudiante cuánto piensan que va a ser el total, ¿verdad? O cuánto dinero, cuánta cantidad ya llevan, que ahí hagan el cálculo en su mente, ¿verdad?
¿Como cuánto gastamos?
Como cuánto gastaron, ¿verdad? Es todo eso, all of these ideas you can incorporate on a daily basis to help your students think about numbers and have that fluency. So if you practice math, multiplication tables, division, all that is helping them develop that fluency. Si usted les practica las tablas de multiplicar, de división, todo eso le está ayudando a ellos a mantener la fluidez en la matemática. Miss Hollins or Miss Baucom, anything else you would like to add?
No, you said it. I mean, as long as they practice as much as possible, it's going to help them from now on, because they got the math, as you know, the math is going to get harder and harder as they progress in school. And so if they don't have those foundation skills, if those foundation skills aren't strong, just like when you build a house, if the foundation isn't strong, it's going to topple over. Same thing with the math. They have to have the foundation, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing as much as possible.
Los
You're
estudiantes
gonna
necesitan,
fail.
los estudiantes necesitan tener el fundamento de la suma, resta, multiplicación y división. Ese es el fundamento necesario para que ellos puedan seguir aprendiendo y construir. Cuando me refiero a construir es añadiendo a cada grado, ¿verdad? Porque cada grado que ellos continúan se va poniendo más difícil, más difícil. So, si usted les continúa practicando ese fundamento de la suma, resta, división y multiplicación, está despertando en ellos ese sentido de los números y de la fluidez de los números y le va a ayudar. ¿Ok? Thank you very much. Le doy las gracias por habernos acompañado en esta noche. Thank you very much for joining us tonight in Number Talks. We would like your opinion, your feedback, and also if you didn't have a chance to complete the attendance form, we have 2 QR codes on our screen. All you have to do is just bring your phone to the QR codes and the form would appear. I think it works automatically on iPhones. On Android, you might have to download an app. But if
I'm
you
on my
do,
computer,
okay, you're on your computer?
home computer, yes.
Okay, so for those of you that are on your computers or that don't have access to a QR codes on your phone, I have placed the attendance form on the chat. And I will do that again just for your benefit, so you will have that, okay? And once again, I'm Mr. Rivera. I'm your Family Engagement Liaison. Nuevamente, yo soy Carlos Rivera. Soy su enlace de programas para las escuelas intermedias. I want to thank so much Ms. Baucom, Ms. Elena Baucom, our teacher specialist at Brandenburg, and Ms. Hollins Johnson, our teacher specialist at Daniel Intermediate. Quiero agradecer a nuestras especialistas de maestros, Ms. Hollins Johnson, especialista de maestro en la escuela Daniel, y Miss Elena Balcom, la especialista en la Escuela Brandenburg, por habernos acompañado en esta noche. If you would like to follow us, you could follow us on Facebook at Panther Rivera, or on Twitter, Mr. Rivera Panther at Rivera Panther. And this is a family and community engagement page. So there you